everybody, I'm Rachel. We have been published a video for our latest version of Galaxy Mark Air 4 few days ago. Have you seen it? Today, I would like to show you how to operate it and few tips. Okay, this is our latest version of Galaxy Mark Air 4. Before you do anything, make sure that to connect this air pump first. The switch is on the side of the machine, so turn the switch on. The control panel has been updated, so first I will show you the function and how to use it of the new control panel. First, press Set button, then we get into temperature setting section. You can see here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2 means these two markers. 3, 4 means these two markers. 5 means these two bottom heater. 6 means these two bottom heater. Okay, press Set button. You can see this sign is on. When this sign is on, then you use up and down arrow to adjust the parameter. So normally we set as 160 for the start temperature. And press set button again, then we go to next. Again, it's the same, use up and down arrow to set the parameter. So normally we set the finished temperature at 190 degrees Celsius. After all of this done, press set button, then 1 and 2 heater temperature have been set it up. Again, it's the same of how to set 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then we can press down arrow to move this to next setting. You can see, and then press set button. This sign is on, then you can set it. Okay, so we will not show you anymore. Okay, we go next. It's for the time setting. It's the same 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 means these two heater. 3, 4 means these two heater. And the bottom do not need to because it's always heating, so there is no timer for that. Okay, so again it's the same. Press set. When this sign is on, you can use up and down arrow to choose the parameter. Normally we set at 60 seconds for ceramic mark printing. Okay, and press set. And this is the sub menu. If you do not need to go to the sub menu, and then you go to this back and press set. Then here we have been set to the time and temperature. Then we're ready to go for the prints. Okay, let me show you what kinds of other functions we have for this new control panel. Then we go to sub menu. Then we can show you. First is the language. We have 4 different languages: English, Russian, Portugal, and Spanish. So we go back to English. Okay, and always use down arrow to move to next. And next is the temperature collaborate. You can collaborate for these 6 heaters. Temperature collaborate only use the temperature difference from the heater to the display have huge difference. So you can use it. This is used very, do not use it as much. So, but we keep this function for you. Okay. And the next function is the Fahrenheit and Celsius. This is very easy to let you to change. You can see, just press set, move it and press set. That's okay. That's all. So we use Celsius today. Okay, after it's done, and again use the down arrow to move to the next. Next is auto sleep. Means that if you do not use machine, how long you want this machine to go to auto sleep, means that cool down automatically. So normally we set it as a half an hour. Press set. Use up and down arrow. It increase or decrease by every half an hour, you can see. And it's the same. So normally we set as half an hour, means that half an hour if if there is nobody use this machine, and then this machine will cool down automatically. Okay, and then we see what is next. Brightness means the LED display. So normally we suggest as 70. You can say if it's too high, it will be a little bit shining. But if it's too low, it will be too dark for you to read. So normally we suggest the customer at 70%. Okay, and let's see what is next. Next is a counter collection, means that how many of the heater have been printed. This is quite interesting. Then you can, and then that's all. This is all the function of this new control panel. Secondly, I will show you how to set the pressure from the air pump. You can see here has a valve, so you need to lift it a little bit. Then you can, here has the plus and decrease sign. Then you just follow this sign to increase or decrease the pressure. Normally we set this at 0.6, so I need to increase it a little bit to let it to 0.6. Okay, after it's set as 0.6, then you need to pull it back, lock it. We have been set up the time and temperature, and the machine is already heated up. So let's do the printing. I prepared one 11-ounce and one 15-ounce mark to show you today. Okay, first locate the 11-ounce mark. So when you locate the 11-ounce mark, you can see here is the 2 button. Then you do not need to push any button. Just make sure that the handle is connected to this part well. And for the 15-ounce mark, you need to lift this button a little bit. You see, this button is on the bottom. You need to lift it up and then locate it. And this is the same. So you see, lift it up and then make sure that the handle is connected to this part. I see for 11-ounce is connect to this part. For 15-ounce is to connect to this part. Okay, now we are ready to go. So you can see you press this all button and for heater will be locked automatically. And you can see the temperature is dropping. It's dropping. So it means that the control panel is monitor the real temperature of each heater. Okay, so the time, because the mark is cold, so the temperature will drop first and then later it will going up. You can see it's dropped to about 130 degrees Celsius, and now it's going to increase a little bit. You can see it's increasing. It's increasing. And once the temperature is up to the finished temperature, we just set it as 190 degrees, then the time starting counting down. Once the time is counting down, it's over, and then it will open automatically, means that printing is done. You can see it will, times only will be counting down when these 2 heater up to the finished temperature. You can see this one is already up to the finished temperature, but this one is not. So only these 2, you can see it's up to the finished temperature, and then the time starting counting down. You see this is starting counting down, okay? And this 2 is still heating. Okay, this 2 is up and it's counting down. Okay, this one is down. And we'll see printing effect. You can see from top to the bottom, from this edge to this edge. Okay, And this one, shiny, Chicago. You can see from top to bottom. The picture was not sticked very well, but you can see from this edge to this edge. Okay, and we see the 15-ounce mark. Very nice. And this one. It's very hot. Very, very hot. Another thing we need to remind you is that you see these two is controlled separately and these two is controlled separately. So we need to make sure that these two is to put the same size of mark to print at the same time. Do not put 111 and 115 here. You can see if I put 111 and 115 here, and then they both go to the correct position. But if I close it, you can see the mark is not in the middle. The printing area is not in the correct position to print. You can see this is a little bit, this part is larger, this part is larger than this. This is the same, a little bit different. So, but it's the same, if I put an 11-ounce mark in, if I put an 11-ounce mark in, and then push the button, then you can see these two. It's the same, and these two. The handle, the not printed part, from here to the handle, and from here to the handle, from here to the handle, and from here to the handle, it's the same. It's the same. So we suggest you to only print 211-ounce mark or 215, means same size of mark on each side, these two sides or these two sides. Do not put different size of the mark on each side. This is very important, okay? Okay, all the printing demos is done and hope you understand better about our latest version of Galaxy Mark Air 4. There is one last tips I want to share with you. See, this is 11-ounce mark. We suggest that the design, the edge of the printing to the handle, the better is leave it as 2 centimeters gap. From both sides, from here to the handle and here to the handle, need to leave at least 2 centimeters gap. But if your design, if you want to print a little bit closer to the handle, then this mark press will not go into work. You need to use another types of equipment. Okay, this is the last tips I want to share with you, and hope you enjoy today, and hope our latest version of Mark Air 4 will help you to enjoy the printing of the mark. Okay, I'm Rachel, and thank you.